Hi guys, it's Karen. Welcome back. Today I am coming on uh, to give you a little information on a wonderful supplement, that is very affordable, and I have been taking it for years. And to begin with, first of all, I am in no form a doctor or, medical professional that, you should please check with your doctor before you take anything. But basically, I just love to give information to all of you guys, and I love reading up on healthcare, and it's one of my passions, and I've been doing, I've done a lot of research on this one, and so I basically just want to give my information that I studied to you guys and what works for me. Um, and the supplement is vitamin D. It's just a very simple, affordable supplement that we can all take. It's very good for our bodies. And I'm going to read off some of the benefits of vitamin D. And one, it's a fat soluble vitamin that helps us to absorb calcium, magnesium, iron, phosphorus, and zinc. Two, it helps to control the growth of cells and regulate immunity. And three, vitamin D is also a hormone that regulates other hormones. The body can make it from sunlight. So, if everyone in the U.S. had a sufficient amount of vitamin D, um, we would save billions of dollars a day in healthcare costs. Now, there's two forms of vitamin D. The first is vitamin D is the vegan form. It's not very active, and not as many studies to confirm its action. Then there's vitamin D3, and that is the animal form, and 87% it's 87% more potent than the vegan 2 form. And this is what is so ironic is doctors, like if you're low in vitamin D, they're going to give you the vegan form, the vitamin D2, and and so again, I'm not a doctor, but I would definitely, if you're low in vitamin D, I would definitely ask your doctor, is it the vegan form or the animal form, and ask them if you could take the animal vitamin D3 form. Okay, so being fat soluble, it is very hard to overdose more than we thought. The Mayo Clinic, and who doesn't trust the Mayo Clinic, did uh, a review of 17 healthy individuals that took up to 20,000 units of vitamin D a day. Now, I take 3 per day, and each one is 1,000 units. So I take 3,000 a day. So I'm just saying, this is what the Mayo Review did a study on 17,000 healthy individuals, and they had them take 20,000 units a day. And not one had toxicity from that, from using it. Now, they recommend 3,000 to 8,000 a day, and I take 3,000 a day. If you are ill, they say you can take up to 50,000 units a day. Now, if I feel like I am coming down with a flu, or if I have like a cold or flu virus, I will take a little bit more per day. And like they recommend 20,000 units a day if you're coming down with the flu. So, don't, like I said, I don't want to tell you what to do. I want you, this is what works for me. And so, I'm in no form a doctor, but I'm just telling you the research that I have done and what works for me. And if there is a negative study on vitamin D, it is because they have not tested it long enough. when you are like sick and you get the vitamin D prescribed, it's not like you're in a month you're gonna like, oh, be healed or whatever, and so that's where the negative test results come from, is that they don't do it long enough, and your body has so much toxicity that it's going to take a long time for it to get cleared up, and to get your homeostasis back again. Now, who is deficient in vitamin D? Well, 80% of nursing home residents are deficient in vitamin D. 70% of psychogeriatric patients, those with dementia and Alzheimer's, also are deficient. And taking vitamin D3 for those patients will slow the progression of the Alzheimer's and dementia. But like I said, I don't think the doctors are prescribing it, which is a shame. Also, 92% of babies and children and 96% of sickle cell patients are also deficient in vitamin D. Those with a dark complexion and those who live in northern latitudes, those who work indoors, and those who don't eat much dairy. Taking certain medications as steroids or prednisone, cortisone, any steroid class is going to wash out vitamin D3 profoundly. Chemotherapy from cancer, tuberculosis drugs, barbiturates for seizure control, and cholesterol-lowering drugs, will make you deficient in vitamin D3. Norway did a study of cancer patients who were sufficient in vitamin D3, and they found out that those patients who were sufficient in vitamin D3, 63% survived breast cancer, 60% colon rectal cancer, 67% leukemia, 81% lung cancer, 76% prostate cancer. And vitamin D3 will lower your risk of developing cancer. Vitamin D provides the elderly better immunity than the flu shot. So I'm not going to go into the flu shot. I don't want any negativity on here, but I got a lot of, it's, kind of a money-making thing. But if any of you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And like I said, I'm not a doctor. Just do the research yourself. And until next time, guys, have a wonderful week. And I love you, and I'll see you next time.